Welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Erik Voss, and Captain America Brave New World just got a lot braver after Secret Invasion, as America and the MCU just declared war on God. Sorry to sound like a cable news host, but the United States president ended Secret Invasion by declaring war on all extraterrestrial life. Everywhere! Not just limiting this declaration to the Skrulls who attacked him on Earth, but also, according to his words, including the Asgardians, the Eternals, Celestials, Kree, Xandarians, Ravagers, Flora Colossi, Kylosians, Cronins, Sakarans, Titans, Omnipotent City Residents, and Howard the f***ing Ducks. Despite many of these extraterrestrials saving our butts in the Battle of Earth and Tiamut's late-term abort— What? That's what it was. In the case of the Asgardians, Eternals, Titans, and Celestials, these beings have been considered gods and demigods of the MCU. And by calling them enemy combatants, it puts Earth in the crosshairs that I don't think even they're ready for. So is the MCU careening toward another civil war in Brave New World and in Thunderbolts and Armor Wars? Well, I'm gonna break down the current balance of power in the Marvel Universe, who's mad at whom, who will align with who in this intergalactic war, and whether Earth can survive this or really should be fed to Galactus. By the way, SAG-AFTRA has informed us that entertainment journalists like us are allowed to cover TV shows and movies, but we stand with the writers and actors in their strike to get the fair working conditions they deserve. Okay, the Secret Invasion finale in its final minutes finally started to look and sound like a Secret Invasion storyline with a terrifying address from the US President Ritson.
That is why tonight I'm presenting to Congress for immediate emergency authorization a bill that designates all off-world born species enemy combatants. We know who you are. We know how to find you. And we will kill every last one of you.
Do you really know who they are, Mr. President? Do you know how to find them? And can you kill someone like Valkyrie? The MCU United States political relationship with New Asgard is the first thing I'm really asking about, because in Black Panther Wakanda Forever, there was a news ticker that reported US President Ritson signed a trade pact with New Asgard. Meanwhile, Valkyrie's name appeared on the DNA scanner screen right before Graphic and Gaia fed the Avenger DNA vial into that Super Skrull machine, and I don't think we saw Valkyrie's powers being used in particular during that fight. But if the ruler of New Asgard learns that her blood was harvested from the battlefield after she fought to save Earth, and I guess suppose everyone in the universe, but she still put her neck out on the line, I don't think Valkyrie is going to be very happy to find out her Asgardian DNA was taken and used this way, initially taken by US government workers. And really, I just don't think Earth is a good forever home for the Asgardians going forward anyway. And just so we're clear, it wasn't just Asgardians living in New Asgard. In Avengers Endgame, walking around the background of that marina was one of the Sakaran warriors who joined Korg and Meek when they left Sakaar to go to Asgard during the events of Thor Ragnarok. And in She-Hulk, we met an Alfheimian light elf named Runa, who presumably also lived in New Asgard and already began clearly to strain the American justice system. Tensions are fraught. And one of the hilarious aspects of Secret Invasion was really the big crisis of the Skrulls being unable to find a new homeworld other than Earth. Not only did both the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 establish nowhere as a perfectly suitable refugee colony that would have been great for the Skrulls, Carol Danvers herself already found a perfectly suitable, beautiful, agriculturally sweet piece of real estate in the form of the Garden, Thanos' retirement planet in Avengers Endgame. The planet is completely empty and would have been perfect for the Skrulls. Why not send them there? Just add this to the list of things in Avengers Endgame that the producers of Secret Invasion clearly just kind of forgot about, along with a roadie they said was a Skrull's legs not working as they crawled out of the armor after Thanos' attack, and Abomination and Ghost not being present in the Battle of Earth. But anyway, I bring up the Garden because the Garden and Nowhere are now just far better home bases for the MCU as a whole than Earth is. Not just because I think Earth will soon be a snack for Galactus, check out that spicy video, because Earth will soon be mired in another world war that really none of these characters are going to want to have anything to do with. This time, all signs are pointing to this war being fought over Tiamut. I spend all day listening to podcasts, music, commentaries, interviews. Sound is incredibly important for my job, and that's why when I need earbuds, I use Raycon. Raycon's wireless earbuds start at half the price of other premium audio brands. They are disrupting the electronics industry by making great sound for everyone. Raycon earbuds give you 8 hours of playtime and 32 hours of battery life total, plus seamless Bluetooth pairing and a more compact design for a comfortable noise isolating fit. You can control your earbuds with simple tap functions, so it's easy to toggle between 3 customizable sound profiles, noise isolation, and awareness mode. No matter what your style, there's a set of Raycons for you. The company was co-founded by Ray J, who gets that earbuds are a necessity and an accessory. That's why Raycons come in a range of colors, patterns, and options for fit, none of which have dangling wires or stems. No wonder Snoop Dogg's obsessed with Raycon. They're great. Raycon has a 30-day free return policy, so you can try out a pair risk-free. Just click the link in the description box or go to buyraycon.com/newrockstars to get 50% off your Raycon purchase. And thanks again to Raycon for sponsoring this episode. Let's not forget, Earth being in the crosshairs has really been a thematic undercurrent running through the MCU for over a decade. Back in the first Avengers film in 2012, Thor called out Nick Fury for inviting interplanetary war for meddling with artifacts like the Tesseract, which was later revealed to be an Infinity Stone.
It is a signal to all the realms that the Earth is ready for a higher form of war.
A higher form? You forced our hand.
A similar thing happened again when the Eternals stopped the emergence of the celestial Tiamut, whose corpse still remains in the Indian Ocean, making it clear to all extraterrestrial races that the Celestials' divine plan for this planet was defied. And I think this is a real reason Ritson suddenly declared all extraterrestrials enemy combatants, even the Asgardians he just signed a trade agreement with. It's because he knows that the remains of Tiamut are extremely valuable, and he wants to keep them in possession of the people of Earth and the people of the US of A. One of the removed subplots from Black Panther Wakanda Forever, the reason we had all those weird extra scenes with the CIA Director Val and the US Secretary of State played by Richard Schiff, is that the original story of this movie was going to involve a United States invasion of Wakanda, and American leadership suddenly paranoid over acquiring all precious minerals to use for weaponry. I think this will play directly into Armor Wars, the movie we now really need to give us clarification over Rhodey's Skrull history and his actual reaction to Tony Stark's death. And this would fit in with rumors that Tiamut's corpse contains adamantium, and in Captain America Brave New World and in Thunderbolts might become a disputed territory as world powers fight over the mining rights of that adamantium. I think President Ritson doesn't want one of those nations he has to go up against, either militarily or even across a negotiating table at the UN, to be New Asgard. He doesn't want to have to fight those goats. And the way things were left in Secret Invasion, Scrody turned NATO against the United States. The UK is without a prime minister, and Sonya Falsworth is now rising in power with an extremely powerful ally in the form of Gaia. And the only country that might geopolitically align with the United States would be like Madripoor, who is overseen by power broker Sharon Carter. Wakanda and Talokan, meanwhile, might be neutral at first, but probably not for long. Now, we do already know that Captain America 4, Brave New World, in that movie, the president will be Thaddeus Ross, Harrison Ford, and many believe that that will become a Red Hulk storyline. Secret Invasion hinted that Ritson will be a one-term president. The question is, will Ritson be replaced by death, resignation, or election? And would it be by someone who opposes his warmongering, or someone even more extreme? Well, with a nickname like Thunderbolt, you gotta imagine that president's more hawkish. So if the US at any point considered an invasion of Wakanda, and if the US held any kind of international grudge against Wakanda for, I don't know, breaking out a political prisoner of Everett Ross, someone who then was corrupted by the Skrulls, they're outspoken enemies at the moment, I just can't imagine Wakanda would be able to stay neutral for that long. So let's do the math there. You'd have the United States in Madripoor against NATO, against Russia and China, because yeah, no shit, versus Wakanda, versus New Asgard, and versus all other planets and gods in the Marvel cosmos. So yeah, assuming President Red Hulk would go down in that war, where would that leave America? With a President Val? With a President Real Rhodey? With a President Norman Osborn? Hey, that'd be fun. But what would America look like? Would it just be co-occupied by Wakanda and New Asgard, like in The Man in the High Tower? Comment down below on how you think Ritson's declaration changed the MCU and why he really made it, because I do think he knew something about Tiamut when he made that address. I want to thank Brandon Barrick and Eric Francisco for their help with this video. Subscribe to all 3 channels in the New Rockstars network. You can follow me on all social platforms at Erik Voss. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.